Yeah, I just want to see you, my beautiful friend, my beautiful sister, and now my beautiful, handsome brother. Very special people in my life. Um, I met Lauren through. Am I being too loud? No, okay, it's okay. I met Lauren through Yes for Schools. I think at this point you all know what Yes for Schools is, right? Yeah, non-profit, works in schools, does good stuff, like really good stuff. Um, we help kids be happy, right? We help them set their lives up for success and joy. And the teachers too, we help them to just chill the fuck out a little bit, They need that. They're really stressed. Um, and Lauren and I met on a training for that some years ago, and we connected really fast. We're both deeply spiritual people, but we also are somewhat spiritually incorrect. We're a little bit rebellious. We don't like to take things too seriously. We like to have fun with it. But we're both very devotional. So we connected real fast, but the first time that we had to say goodbye to each other, because I live quite far away from where she was living, I'm in Australia, neither of us actually thought we'd be able to maintain the relationship. We were both saying to each other, I've got communication issues. There are potentially some commitment issues here going on here. This long distance thing is probably not going to work. But there was something in our relationship that felt like home. When someone gets and understands and accepts and loves your particular kind of weirdo, that's something real special. So, for us and for me, thank you. Because I know there's a lot of it. It was something that I really wanted to maintain and nurture, and I'm so grateful to be here today with her, with you, Alex, celebrating this most incredible day. A lot of my time with Lauren has actually been spent in silence, doing silence courses, driving to and from ashrams in silence, watching TV, eating cheese and chocolate in bed. We just spend a lot of time in silence, and that's another sign of home, and it's actually one of the things, Lauren, in her relationship with Alex, I only ever heard her have one doubt. And, you guys all know, it went slow at the start, right? So I don't know whether there were dates or whether there were meetings or like they were just hanging out. I don't know what those things were at the start. But whatever they were, when we talked about them afterwards, because, we had to debrief, like work out who this person was, what his intentions were, was he good or bad. And the only one doubt that she expressed about him was, he talks a lot. And she was, I just don't know, like it's exhausting. So that was the one doubt, but we very quickly we very quickly worked out it was just because he was nervous, It was because he'd found his queen and he knew it. And it didn't take long for her to realize that she'd found his king. And when I said to her, what about the talking? She said, no, now it's really nice. We just sit on the couch and we lie in each other's arms and we're quiet. We don't need to say anything and we're content. And so that's when I knew that she'd found her home in Alex. Alex, I haven't spent a lot of time with you being so far away. But there are two things that stand out to me. Like you're so in my heart now so quickly. He's so easy to love, right? It's like that. And for me, there are these two things. And the first thing is, and this is going to sound a little bit corny, but it's his smile. He just and I'm sincere when I say this. I have never met anybody whose heart is so palpable through their smile, right? You can feel that that vast ocean of love inside of his smile. You can feel it, right? It's true. It's true. Yeah. And so like immediately I knew that he was a good guy because I had my hawk eyes, and first time I met him I was like, what's going on here? Is he good enough? Yes, you are. You're very much good enough. The second thing, Lauren was telling me that when he goes for a run here, right? And when he comes home, he turns a corner and he starts fist pumping the air, like both hands. And just like enthusiasm, like to the max. And I'm like, is there music? Is he listening to music? Is he just like rocking out? And she said, no, there's no music. It's just him. It's just him going solo, just like full of enthusiasm and love for life. So those two things for me, that full, vast ocean of love, and that zest and enthusiasm for life. I know that you're going to be an incredible father and a beautiful husband for my very dear, special, incredibly talented friend. Service is something that I'm just going on here. Initially, I was like saying to Andrew, I'm an introvert. I don't do this. Service has been something that has motivated her ever since I've known her. It's a driving force in her life. Obviously, yes, for schools, but also I don't know if you know that she's a co-founder of a program called GROW. It's an acronym, very cool acronym, I think, for Girls Ready to Own the World, right? So it's obviously an empowerment program. And it's changed so many girls' lives. The parents used to write emails saying, teenagers go through that phase where they go into themselves, they stop talking to their parents, they become grumpy, they become insecure around their peers. And the parents would write emails just gushing with gratitude for the shift that they'd seen in their daughters. Their daughters were talking to them again. I mean, like, that was amazing for their parents, right? But also more confident and secure and happy in their own skin. And that's something that Lauren created. Like, it's incredible the things that this woman is capable of doing. Yeah. And she has a dream to change the education system. She's a powerhouse, and she's an incredible inspiration to me. She's taught me so many things. Another thing, when I was training and she would be telling me for Yes for Schools, and she'd be telling me about her experience. She was heading up the research and she was developing curriculum, but she'd say that the thing that makes her so happy when she woke up in the morning was that she felt so honoured to be a light in the life of these kids, because a lot of them don't have adults in their lives who are kind, who are compassionate, who are exemplifying peace and love, right? Maybe on a consistent basis, maybe not at all. So the responsibility and the honour she felt in being that person for these kids was the thing that made her heart sing when she woke up in the morning. So that's the kind of beautiful, incredible person that my wonderful friend is. Yeah. Yeah. I had all these notes. Yeah, I know, right? So, listen, I guess that's it. Yeah. But I did just want to share one more thing, which I want you all to participate in. So, does everybody know the word namaste? Yeah? So, the meaning of it is the divine in me bows to the divine within you. Right? And for me, their love is one of devotion. And I just want to honour their love and the divinity within them together as a collective. If you would join me in putting your hands in front of your heart and saying it with feeling, the divine in me honours the divine within you. Just say together to Lauren and Alex, namaste. Namaste.
That was incredible. Well done.